Hello, hello. Hi, hi, hi. Hope you're well. Hope you're slow. Hope you're wavy. Hope you're gravy. I make music, by the way. I make music. I make music. I greatly appreciate if you check it out. I dropped 310 songs last year. 310. 310. And yeah, greatly appreciate if you check it out. A song you can check out, a recommendation for the day. I guess you can check out I'm So Cool. I'm So Cool. You can search Jesse Nashe. I'm So Cool. Jesssenashe. Jesssenashe. That's one word. Space. I'm So Cool. Yeah. I saw a video about tuna. You know the fish tuna? I did not realize they were that big. Did you know that they're that big? I didn't think they were that big, and I found out that they're that big, and I was like, what the fuck? How are they that big? Things are huge. Some of them are like 4 meters tall. Is that the longest one ever recorded? I don't know if that's the I don't know if that's the norm. But they're very big. Like very big. Some of them are bigger than me. I'm like 5'9", 5'10". There are tuna bigger than me, which is unbelievable. They weigh hundreds of kilograms. I'm like 60-something kilograms, which is that's shocking to me. Am I 5'9" or 5'10"? I think I'm halfway between 5'9" and 5'10", or I just might be exactly 5'9". I like to think I'm 5'10", but I think you should lead with 5'9", and then people can be pleasantly surprised. I don't know if people can tell the difference between 5'9" and 5'10". Can you tell the difference? But yeah, you lead with 5'9", and then if you happen to be 5'10", it's better. It's worse if you lead with 5'10", like you say you're 5'10", and then people are, oh, he's 5'9". But yeah, I don't think people can tell the difference between 5'9". If you can tell, that's crazy. So it's better to undersell than oversell. I'm 5'9". I'm 5'9", guys. I'm 5'9". Worst case scenario, I'm exactly what I said it was. So I'm just honest. Oh, so honest. Worst case scenario, I'm right. Best case scenario, I'm actually taller than that. Not by much though. Not by much. I hope I'm 5'10". I've been measuring myself. I actually have markings on my wall. I was trying to see, but because of my hair and other things, I'm just like, it's hard to get an accurate read on the numbers because you're measuring yourself. So what's 5'10"? 5'10" is like 180, right? 180 something centimeters. I'm somewhere around there. I'm like maybe 170 something, 180. It's hard to get because I was using measuring tape, so it's like, where the fuck? Because I'm using my finger to kind of, it's weird. So it's hard to be accurate in that sense. I got my brother to measure me once, and he said like 179, 180 or something. Once, somewhere like 180. Wait, no. That can't be, because then that's 5'10", right? Might be less than that. Whatever 5'9" is, that's the range he gave me. Men care about height. Because women are attracted to height. Women like height. I think it's mainly because of women, but it's also like you want to be tall as a man. Like, it makes you feel powerful around other men. You just, hey, what's up, bro? Obviously, if you're a short dude, sorry, apologies. You can make up for it in other ways, brother. You can make up for it in other ways. I'm not tall. There are men that are like 6'5", 6'6", but that's almost too tall, you know. Some girls like that, but I feel like if you're 6 foot, 6'1", that's good enough. I feel like that's perfect. 6'2", you're pushing it, but you know it's still cool. When you start getting like 6'5", like NBA type thing, that's when like they don't live as long and like shit like that. You know, that's when sitting in planes is a fucking hassle. Most things are too short for you because you're too tall. That it starts becoming too much. So yeah, you get the perks of being like this giant, and people are like, whoa, when you walk into a room, everyone turns their heads. There's always that nice element, but then I feel like the drawbacks too much. When you get to a certain age, your heart struggles to pump blood throughout this fucking massive body. That's an actual thing. Tall people don't, if like extremely tall people don't live as long as people shorter than them. Like short people, obviously. Y'all are fine. But when you start getting too big, your heart struggles to, your body in general struggles to maintain that. Can I pop this lid open by squeezing the air in this? I don't know, because there might be cream in here, so let me just put it at distance. Let me close my eyes so it doesn't get in my eyes. No, doesn't work. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. Yo, I actually like small women. I saw this girl. She was quite short, and I was like oddly attracted to it. I was like, wow, the height difference, you just feel dominant. It feels nice. So I was like, I might go for that. You know, that might be a thing. You never know. I don't mind tall girls though. But there's definitely something instinctual. Like, you have this instinctual reaction when you see short women. You're like, like it's just like, very primal, like, attraction. I've actually heard about all the different biological reasons for that, but yeah. Anyway, tonight I think I'm gonna have Nando's. There's this Nando's order that I have. I get like a quarter chicken, so that's like a leg, so a drumstick and a thigh. Some roasted veggies. These chicken. I guess they're just kebabs, really. What do they call them? Yeah, it's kebabs, and then fries. And yeah, it's good. It's filling. It's tasty. Cooked well. It feels wholesome. It feels healthy. It doesn't feel like I'm eating processed food because it's grilled chicken, real chicken. Even the kebabs, like it just tastes like high quality meat. It doesn't taste like this fake meat. And the fries are cooked well. I think they grill their fries. I don't know how they cook them, but they're not oily. You know, they seem baked, seasoned well. The vegetables are real vegetables. It's like carrots, baby marrow. What else? The peppers, stuff like that. So it feels like a meal. It feels like a real meal, like not some processed nonsense. So I might have that tonight. I might. We'll see. Man, I was watching there's this couple that I watched. They do travel vlogs, and they had some videos in Argentina. Oh my god, the food they were eating, because they show a lot of food. Oh my god, the food looked so cool. Oh, I just really want money so that I can try out all sorts of different food. I want to travel and try out a lot of food. Man, some of the things I've been seeing online. I'm not a drinker. I wonder, I've drunk before, you know, I drink I don't really drink at all. I can probably count the amount of times I've drank in my life. It's up there. I might use almost all my fingers. But, yeah, I'm not a drinker. I've never been drunk. I've gotten close. I felt my head starting to swim a little bit. I was trying to push myself to see, like, how far can I go? I shouldn't have done that. But, yeah, it never got out of hand. There was one time where yeah. Anyway. Yeah, it's never gotten bad. I just get a bit lightheaded. I can feel my head is like, but I'm very aware of what's going on. I just feel lightheaded. It's like, you know, when you breathe too quickly, like that sort of breathing, and then your head starts to feel airy. That's what I felt like. I don't like it. So I don't know what the next stage of that would be. If I like kept drinking, what would happen? You know what? I suspect I would probably just pass out. I think I'm that type of person. Or worse, I would black out but then still be like my body would still be functioning, but I don't know what I'm doing, which is scary. Yeah, you definitely want to be in control. Imagine I end up getting behind the wheel and I drive and I don't even know what I'm doing. Is that even possible? I don't think it's possible. I don't think you can actually do that and not be aware that you're doing that. I think there's a limit to how much you can. But I've heard people tell stories about how they started their night at one place and they ended up at some other place. They woke up somewhere and they had no idea how they got there, and there were stories from the night before about how they were doing this, and they don't remember any of it, and they were just fully functioning, doing a lot of crazy things, and people were like, you don't remember any of that? The person's like, no, I don't remember anything, which is crazy to me. I don't ever want to be in that situation. But yeah, I've never been drunk. I don't plan on being drunk ever, so I think I should just not drink. I like certain drinks though, they taste nice, so I might not swear off drinking. I don't know. Obviously, I don't have a drinking problem, but so yeah, maybe I can enjoy a drink or two at a nice restaurant. But sometimes I wonder if it would just be simpler if I just said, "Don't drink." Just don't drink. Because you know why? I guess it depends on your friends. But if you're with people who drink and you also drink, and then you go out with them and then they drink and then they say, "Drink more, drink more, drink more," it's gonna get harder and harder to say no. Then you find yourself becoming one of them, and you're not, you drink as much as anyone else, and you're getting drunk and getting into all sorts of crazy situations. I'm not trying to be that guy. But anyway, so I'm gonna be the guy at the restaurant getting like a non-alcoholic beverage, which is fine. But I'm looking forward to the food. Argentina, man. Saw some crazy things in these these vlogs. The food, I'm looking forward to it. Japan food there as well. Oh my god. Have you seen oh man. You should watch these vlogs, man. Like watch like Japanese food vlog or something. I don't know. Search that and then see. Or search like Japanese travel vlog. There's usually a lot of food in these travel vlogs anyway. And then see what these people are eating. It looks so good. Looks so good. Yeah, I'm gonna try some world cuisine of different countries. Really experience some interesting stuff. Food is amazing. It's a blessing. I'm so happy that humans are so innovative when it comes to cooking. Like, we don't just eat. You know, animals just eat. Like a lion will see a zebra. Hum. That's it. We are like, okay, here's this, do I say zebra or zebra? Zebra. I think I've been saying zebra my whole life. Anyway, here's this zebra. And it's not enough that we just stab it and then eat it, which I think we could do. I think now our stomachs are sensitive and stuff. Can we eat raw meat? Have we always had to cook meat? Because that would make us very unique in that sense, right? I don't think other animals cook their meat. They just eat. Or really, why do we have to cook the meat? Is it just a thing of just our stomachs have become more sensitive over time? Why do we cook meat and other animals don't? Does any other animal cook meat? Of course not. What kind of a question is that? They don't know how to. Maybe they have some. No. Animals don't cook meat. Of course they don't cook meat. Why? That's hilarious. I'm just imagining like a monkey or something cooking meat. Monkeys don't really eat meat like that, do they? I guess it depends on the... Yeah, monkeys eat fruit and insects and stuff like that. I don't think they're really carnivorous like that, as far as I'm aware. Maybe some species. Anyway, humans are weird. We're unique. We're aliens. We are aliens. Anyway, it's so cool, man. We cook. We come up with all these interesting dishes, and it's like the variation is insane. The amount of different dishes human beings come up with across the world. So it depends on the culture. Even in our continent, in one continent, the amount of variation in cuisine is unbelievable. In our country, you go to this side of the country, they're making food this way. You go to this side of the country, they're making food this way. It's truly fascinating. Hold on. If you look at Japan, for example, Japan is sushi, but then different parts of Japan make sushi in different ways, and you get entirely different types of sushi in certain parts of Japan. It's like, and then that's just sushi, and then they have all sorts of other stuff that they make, and oh man, oh, Japan's food is very unique, how they make food. And then you've got South Korea, who makes their own type of food, and China has its own unique cuisine, Thailand, oh man, Malaysia, so on and so forth, like France, Italy, just mentioned Argentina, Spain, Mexico. Guys, it's truly amazing. I'm a big fan of human beings. I think these days you get a lot of people that shit on human beings. They don't. It's weird. I don't understand it. But you get a lot of this. It's people my age, 23, 20s, Gen Z. You know, we're the lost generation, and we're full of shit. Gen Z is the worst, man. Can't have fun around these types of people. They just hate everything and everyone, including the human race. It's like, we're amazing. Like, guys, we're actually amazing. And glory to God, man. Glory to Christ on high, because a thing that I'm noticing now, I was watching a video yesterday of helicopter. I was watching a video yesterday of the different neck muscles. Different ligaments and so on and so forth, and how it's structured. I forget the names of the different types of muscles, the different tendons, different ligaments, stuff within your neck, but they all serve different purposes and how they allow motion in your neck, how I can move it side to side, front and back, around like this. But it's very structured, very sophisticated. And there's some people who make the claim that that's just purely a result of random chance, a roll of the dice, and we evolved into this state purely by chance, which is illogical, because there's this function. What? My bank saying it's gonna call me. I hope it doesn't call me because I'm filming. Should I turn on airplane mode? Will that end my video? Let me see. Well, I turned on airplane mode so I can't receive calls. So hopefully those bastards don't call me. Anyway, my bad be wilding. What was I even saying? These fucking bastards. I was making such a great point. Oh yeah. So it's like, I see so many signs of intelligent design in life, in nature, in life. Like, if you just look at the human body, how sophisticated it is. It's just clearly designed. If you look at all the different functions, all these different parts that serve these different functions, it's truly incredible when you look into it. And the scientists, the biologists who look into the human body, they are constantly in awe of it. They're like, oh my God. They themselves will say, this is unbelievable how the human body works. It's so sophisticated, so amazing. But then we'll claim that it's all product of random chance. Oh my God. It just baffles my mind that there are people who genuinely claim to be intelligent and genuinely think something like that could emerge out of randomness, out of nothing. What are the odds? It's impossible. The odds are basically zero. It's like it's worse than this, but imagine, like, the odds are actually extremely far less likely, far lower than this. But imagine if you had a box of scrap metal and you shook it and you threw it out and it turned into a Boeing 747 in all its complexity. So not only did you have limited parts, you didn't even have nearly the amount of the parts needed to construct this thing, but they assembled into something approximating an engine, and then the engine evolved into a plane and something like that, which is And by the way, I've talked about this before, but even the concept of macro evolution, one kind becoming another kind. So let's say like a microscopic cell becomes a fish, becomes a lizard, becomes a monkey, becomes a man. That sort of evolution, impossible. It doesn't have, and most people that are about to refute that, oh my god, this guy's crazy. You could not explain. If I offered you $10 million right now, you could not explain to me how that happens. What you're doing is you're taking someone else's word for it, because it's the experts that have said this, right? The smart people said it, therefore it's true. When you actually think about it, it's not possible. And I've actually spent time looking into these arguments and trying to understand what do you mean when you say fish becomes monkey? Like, how is that actually possible when you actually think about it? This limited organism that does not have the genetic information to become that, it does not have the parts. How does it just become it? No matter how much necessity is required, how does it just become this other thing? It's not even the same thing. How does a laptop become a car? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's two totally different things. Make it make sense. I got my laptop here. I don't want to disrupt my setup, but I have this laptop. Look how small it is. We know what it can do and how limited it is. Imagine if my car is outside. This thing becomes that thing. Make it make sense. But that's what we get told. Obviously, it's not exactly the same. There's an analogy. It's not exactly the same thing. There is a difference between a living organism and a laptop, which is made of all sorts of synthetic materials and whatnot. It's not alive, so it can't adapt and stuff like that. But it's still like the leap is unbelievable. There's so many different questions when it comes to these theories. So these Darwinian claims of evolution. Now, microevolution, small adjustments, that might be possible. Maybe race can be a example of that. How the different race groups emerged because of the different environments humans found themselves in. That can be an example of microevolution. But that's not one kind becoming a different kind. We're still human beings. White people and black people have different physical characteristics, but they're still humans. Like, white person isn't a different kind of species. Anyway, I say all that to say, yeah, this went. We started at where did we start? Japanese food, fish, yada yada yada. Now we're talking about evolution. Crazy. But I say all that to say that I just feel like when you really think about it, there has to be a creator behind the universe, man. It's so absurd. All this, like, if you really think about it, this idea that the universe created itself out of nothing. The sentence makes no sense. Created itself out of nothing. There was nothing, so there was nothing to create. How do you create yourself out of nothing? It's an illogical statement. You can't create yourself out of nothing. Nothing isn't a space in which there are a bunch of things that emerge out of it. It means there's nothing. It means there's absence. It's just. But you know, they're redefining the word nothing to mean something else besides nothing, which is, yeah, wow. They're actually doing that. Some leading figures in the realm of atheism. They're redefining the word nothing. Because yeah, it's classic goalpost shifting. When you realize your argument isn't working, you're like, I'll just redefine words. Because that's your last resort. When I look at the way I was watching this robot, I think it was like a Tesla ad for its robots, because Tesla has robots in its factories, like actual humanoid robots. It's actually quite cool. But it's so clumsy, and the way it moves its hand, it's like, and they spent probably billions of dollars or millions trying to research this stuff and create it, and it's probably decades and decades and decades leading us up to this point that we're at now. And yet we still, it's so hard for us to figure out these things. And I saw someone in the comment talking about how, like, it's actually incredible how the human body does these things so naturally, so nimbly, like how I can just do all this. I'm so nimble, so flexible, and the mind is working incredibly quickly to send signals to my fingers, to my arms, and my eye, how the eyes work, the optical nerves, and all these different parts of your body, how your body generates teeth, and all these different things. And man, it's truly amazing, and I feel like it's insight into the mind of God. He's like a scientist, he's a genius, and we'll never come anywhere close to that ever. Yeah, oh my God, dude, like this is. And then you think about other animals, other plants, the earth, and the different parts of the earth and how it's constructed, and gravity and this and that, and you're like, this is overwhelming when you think about it. If you just study your environment, the Bible says something about that. If you just look at the world around you, you'll see evidence of creation. If you just think, if you just use your brain, there's no way this is an accident. Oh my God. There's no this is one big mistake. Imagine if that was actually the case. Which is not, it's just illogical. It's just not possible. But if you did humor the stupid argument that the universe created itself out of nothing, then that would be wild. Like how, Sway? It's such an absurd argument. It just blows my mind that people genuinely think that everything. You just I was gonna say one day, but like that implies time, but there was no time. I was gonna say one day everything just popped out of nowhere, but there was no time, there was no matter, there was nothing. Guys, do you understand what it means when we say there's nothing? It means there's nothing. You can't even describe nothing. You actually, in actuality, can't talk about nothing. That's impossible. You can't talk about nothing, because by talking about nothing, you're talking about something. You're describing something that has some quality, because you have to conceptualize it to talk about it. So you actually can't talk about nothing. That's how crazy this statement is, that the universe emerged out of nothing. It's like if there was just complete total absence, how the fuck does something come out of that? It doesn't come, like you see what I said? It came out of, which implies there was a place. You can't actually talk about nothing without talking about something. Have I even been doing triggers? I feel like I just fell into a ramble. Sorry. Those people that get upset about that. Guys, just accept that this is the way the channel works, okay? This guy rambles and he forgets to do triggers. It's a rambling channel. You come for the rambles. That's what you come for, really. Get with the program. Anyway. Yeah, it just baffles me, dude. And now they're trying to make the claim that the universe has always existed. Like it's always been there. Which is absurd. And it's not even possible. Because the Big Bang, that was the big gotcha, right? That was you see evidence of the Big Bang. God didn't make the universe. There was just a random Big Bang. And it's like, yeah, you're right, there was a Big Bang, which means the universe hasn't always been here. So what caused the Big Bang? And you can't answer that question. What caused the Big Bang? I don't know. It's just random, which is not an answer. It's not an answer. Things don't just happen, fam. We know this. We in this reality that we observe, we know that nothing just happens. There's a cause and effect for everything. Cause and effect. We know this. We observe it all the time. So for you to say at some point that just wasn't the case, you're gonna have to provide evidence with, and you can't. So it's just this random theory that you just pulled out of your ass. Fair enough, right? Like, someone make an argument, just because I can't prove it doesn't mean it's not true. Fair enough, but you have to admit it's pure conjecture. You're just making shit up. You're just saying it's possible that, which it's not, but let's pretend that it is. It's very unlikely that that's what happened. I'm observing this reality, and I know that there's cause and effect behind everything. And if I see evidence of design, that implies a designer. If I look at the human body and I'm seeing evidence of design, like there was intention behind the way things are placed and the way they function. Like, we function, we have mechanisms. When you see mechanisms, when you see a watch, you immediately assume there was a watchmaker, right? It has mechanics, it has structure, it has function. You immediately assume someone made this. You don't think the grains of sand came together and over billions of years made a watch, which is what people literally do in the realm of the universe creating itself, which is so stupid. The thought of it just makes no sense. So I'm basing my assumptions off of evidence. There has to be a creator. There has to be. There has to be a mind. How can minds come from mindlessness? How can rationality come from irrationality? It doesn't make sense. I just reject these notions, man. Anyway, I think I ranted. Let me know what you think. I'm always down to scrap in the comments. I'm always down to get into some debates. And come prepared, because some of y'all, I ask you serious questions and you can't answer them, and then you run away. You better answer some of these questions, because I asked some other person something, and they were crickets. I hit them with a bunch of questions, and I was like, you can't answer this question until you've answered this question, because it's sequential, and it's very important that we stick to the. Don't jump around, and they're quiet. Don't be lazy. Let's debate like professionals. I'm not a professional, but you know what I mean. Let's take this seriously. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you made it this far. Let me know if you made it this far. Drop a fish in the comment section if you made it this far. Just drop a fish emoji if you made it this far. Why fish? I don't know. Talking about sushi. Dear God, thank you for this individual watching this right now. Thank you for making them whole and unique. Thank you for guiding them on a path towards peace, prosperity, and purpose. Thank you for introducing amazing people into their life, and take care of them and love them and bring the best out of them. Thank you for maintaining the ones that are there as well, so they can do the same thing. And thank you for blessing this person with the spirit of gratitude, so they can give thanks for all the amazing things in their life, and through giving thanks, find peace and contentment, and attract even more blessings. And yeah, just have so much to look forward to. And thank you for letting your presence be known in this person's life. Thank you for making yourself known in this person's life. They can feel your love, they can feel your attention, and you can continue to bless them. So good health, long life, and happiness over this individual and everyone they care about. In your mighty name I pray. In Jesus' name I pray.